prophet's plea, Daniel's prayer for Jerusalem. Daniel found himself far from home, living as a captive in Babylon. Despite his circumstances, Daniel remained steadfast in his faith. He studied the scriptures diligently. He discovered a prophecy from Jeremiah. This prophecy weighed heavily on his heart. It foretold Jerusalem's destruction and the exile of God's people. Daniel responded with fervent prayer. He poured out his heart to God, confessing his sins and the sins of his people. He pleaded for mercy and the fulfillment of God's promises. His prayer was not just for himself, but for the future of his nation and the restoration of Jerusalem. This heartfelt plea set the stage for a divine revelation that would echo through the ages. 70 weeks unveiling God's timeline. In response to Daniel's prayer, the angel Gabriel appeared to him with a profound message. This message outlined a specific time frame for God's plan for Israel, divided into 70 weeks of years. Each day in this prophecy represents a year. This divine calendar provided a glimpse into the future, revealing God's sovereignty and faithfulness. The prophecy outlined 70 weeks, with the first 69 weeks culminating in a significant event, the coming of the Anointed One, the Messiah. These 69 weeks began with the decree to rebuild Jerusalem and would culminate in the arrival of the one who would bring hope and salvation to the world. This prophecy gave the Jewish people a timeline, a way to anticipate the coming of their Messiah. The Anointed One. Hope in the midst of prophecy. The prophecy in Daniel chapter 9 verses 24 to 27 clearly points to a Messiah, an anointed one who would come to redeem his people. This prophecy goes beyond simply predicting a future king. It speaks of one who would finish transgression, make an end of sins, and bring in everlasting righteousness. This language points to a Messiah who is not only human, but also divine. The phrase cut off in Daniel chapter 9 verse 26 has profound messianic implications. This phrase foreshadows the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, the ultimate sacrifice for the sins of humanity. Though seemingly cut off in his prime, Jesus' death was not the end. It was the fulfillment of prophecy, paving the way for resurrection and new life. The final week. Covenant and desolation. Following the 69 weeks, Daniel's prophecy speaks of a 70th week, a final 7-year period of tribulation. During this time, a covenant will be made with many, but it will be broken halfway through. This broken covenant will lead to a time of great tribulation, marked by the rise of an evil figure who will desecrate the temple, an event known as the Abomination of Desolation. This 70th week represents a time of judgment and purification, a period of intense spiritual warfare. It is a time when the forces of evil will seem to reign, but God's ultimate plan will not be thwarted. This time of tribulation will culminate in the second coming of Christ. A legacy of hope, finding meaning in Daniel's prophecy. Daniel's prophecy of the 70 weeks offers a powerful message of hope for believers today. It reminds us that God is in control, working out his plan throughout history. Despite the turmoil and uncertainty in the world, we can have confidence that God is faithful to his promises. For modern believers, Daniel's prophecy serves as a reminder of God's sovereignty and faithfulness. It encourages us to live with expectant hope, knowing that God is working all things together for good. Even in the midst of trials and tribulations, we can find comfort in the knowledge that God's plan will ultimately prevail. His love for us endures forever, and he is preparing a place for us in eternity. As we study and understand prophecies like Daniel's 70 weeks, we gain a deeper appreciation for God's grand design and our place in his redemptive story.